person who is sick, if they're well cared for, they get well. If they feed well, they get healed fast. So I purpose to do whatever it would take to see that is among the survivors. I said I would lay my life for him and do everything for him. Um, from that the following day, we were on the plane back home. I remember Geoffrey saying, "I'm not eating." Oh, this broke me down so much. In fact, I broke down again. And I was like, this is proving my earlier fears. And I told him, okay, I'm also not going to eat. I think he thought through and he said, okay, I'm going to eat something small. So we both ate and reached home. The following day, we were at home. And then I had to change all that he was to eat. I changed his menu. I had to stock different food stuff. I purpose because the doctor told us that he has to be careful with what he would eat. So I purpose to give him only fiber food. So it's what I would stock for him. And I told all the people at home to give him only that. So the following day, we had to go to the hospital. He kept telling me, no, it's just a walk-in and then we shall be out. But at the back of my mind, I was like, no, I have to pack something, a few things for the hospital in the event. He was totally against that. But anyway, I did that. And guess what? We're in the hospital. Operation comes in. This was very heartbreaking because it was me and him, and he was the patient. You can imagine that. I started panicking. I didn't know what to do because some people didn't know that actually we were in the country. Now, because I was in panic, I sent a WhatsApp message to the family WhatsApp group. I was overwhelmed with calls. However, I could not answer any happening then. 5 hours, I bumped into a certain doctor and I was like, is he fine? And he told me, oh, you're for Dr. Musinguzi. Let me go and check. I'll be right back in 1 minute. So he goes. The guy spent 30 minutes. I was like, God, what is the information he's bringing back to me? Now, he comes back with a video. In fact, I was out of my senses. He showed me, but like I was looking, I was seeing whatever he was showing, but literally was not understanding. So he left me. He said, I said, like, how long will it take? He told me, they've gone like 70%. So I said, okay, 30%. I calculated simple mathematics. Said, in 30 minutes, an hour, he'll be out. An hour, 5 hours, 6 hours, nothing. I said, God, now at that point, when I remembered, I said, God, if anything, give me this answered prayer of seeing my husband alive out of this state. That is a prayer I said. And I said, God, help me in this. So I was there praying, shivering. Then another nurse came from the theater, 6.5 hours. She comes and she said, are you for Dr. Musinguzi? I said, yes. The next thing, before she would even tell me the reason why she had come, I told her, is she okay? I said, we've gone around 60%. Now I got so confused and I was like, there's something not right. These people are not telling me. I started panicking. I panicked and I panicked. By the time Dr. Okum came to tell me that you come and help him out of, to help him recover, for sure, I was confused. I could not stand, stable on the ground. The moment you opened the theater door like this, the next thing was, is he okay? Before even who could tell me anything, say, no, he's okay. We are done. Come and help him out of. So I went to help him. Little did I know that the hand was already paralyzed. And he was saying, I don't see my hand. My hand is cut off. My hand, the hand became a hand. I was like, now what is this? Anyways, I didn't give it so much attention because for me, I was seeing the hand was on. After a few days, Following the surgery, the major surgery, he develops this fever that was so stubborn. They treated that fever with all kinds of medicine the whole day. I got so stressed as a mother who was been handling children with fevers. When I saw this guy so hot, he was so hot, irrespective of him being given all the medication, he was very hot. The legs were very cold. He would tell us, cover the legs. Cover the legs. We got all the hospital blankets and covered. And he was telling us, cover, until we could not cover anymore. But the head and the chest were very hot. When it was around 7 o'clock in the evening, I asked the nurse, what are we going to do with these fevers? Because I was starting to get worried. And then they said, well, I don't know what to do because we've done all that we could. That's the last thing we can do is do the sponging. I said, okay, you're going to sponge the whole night until when doctor comes in to find out what the problem could be. So I said, okay, I prepared myself, sat down with my bucket and the towel, warm water, started the sponging with my gospel music playing in the background. Soft moments, I would have prayers. So I sponged him till dawn, till dawn. And I was like, oh, thank you, God. I could not even test a single dose of sleep because I needed to see him alive. So it came to morning. I thank God for Dr. Chang. He came in very early in the morning. And when he came, quickly he started by opening. You know, he had so many covers on the tummy. So he came and opened. For sure, I was naive. I didn't know what was there. I'd never heard about the stomach bag, never heard about the stomach. I didn't know whatsoever what was being covered there. So he comes and he opened. I was there. And I was like, I see this protruding intestine. And then he puts his finger inside. I was like, oh my God. Quickly, the curtain, and I took off. He said, no, come back. Catherine, come. You must see this. You're the one going to be helping him. You people, grudgingly, I had to move back. I was forced to see what I didn't want to see. And then the next thing I see him getting a long tube and started, pushing it inside. It was so painful that I couldn't withstand one thing anyway. Little did I know I was going to be the one who was going to help him. So when he pushed in, he got a big syringe and started removing the very dark stuff from that intestine. Today, we slept. The following day, he gets another one. That time, it was in the night at 2 o'clock. I was trying to enjoy my sleep because the fevers were normal. At 2 o'clock, they woke me up, understanding what they're asking me to tell them. So I first ran to the toilet. I came out, put on the gloves, but I was really shivering. And then the doctor was good enough, told me, tell me what you saw. I demonstrated, I told him, do this, do the other, do. Thank God I did not touch. So I said, that one I've escaped. The other day, we are discharged from the hospital back home. The second day, only to be woken up at around 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock. And he was telling me, my tummy is extended. I feel so much pain. I think this thing is not functioning. The other, and I was like, okay, what did you eat? Because, he really needed patience. Patience was really key in this whole thing. Even when he would eat something I would have not given him, I wouldn't be rude at him. Even when he would say, I don't want this, I wouldn't force him to eat. I would look for an alternative to give him. And because